Hey guys, what's going on? So I figured, it's time to kind of grow this page and I figured I could use it for vlogs. So here I am. Anyways, so yeah, today I wanted to just talk about, being free of medication because I was on medication since I was like 7 years old when I first had Crohn's disease. And for the longest time I had to take pills and when I was a kid I couldn't swallow them and they tasted horrible. Eventually, I think it was around like grade 12 or so, I ended up getting on these infusion medications, which you have to get this needle in your arm. And sometimes, they can't find the vein and they have to dig around a bit and it sucks. And then, you have to sit there for like hours as this IV drips. And, it suppresses your immune system so that your immune system doesn't, attack your gut. And, you know, it, it really wears on you after a while. And for me, I was just totally happy to just finally get off of that because it was really annoying me. And after being on it for like 10 years, I was just sick of it. But also, I knew there had to be like a better way than this, right? Than being on medication all the time. And I wish I had known better earlier. Like, the problem is the doctors never really brought up diet, to be honest. Like, well, they kind of did a bit towards the end, but before that, like, not really at all. And I think like I should have really thought about it earlier because, it's literally a digestive and gut related issue. Why would it not be related to the foods that you're eating? And it was because of all of the processed food, the dairy, the sugar, the seed oils, all of that stuff that my body just did not like, and it was causing my immune system to react, negatively in my gut. And, once I cut out all the foods that were causing those problems, then I started to feel a lot better. And, my immune system wasn't acting up anymore. I didn't need to be on the medication because my immune system was cooperating with my body instead of attacking me for putting poison in it. It's the Western diet here just sucks, frankly. They put a lot of cheap ingredients in there that are not good for human consumption. And I have a hard time eating out. Every time I eat out, I have pain after, and it takes me a few days to recover, which is still something that, yeah, isn't fun, but that's part of being off the medication, right? If I wanted to be able to eat out all the time, then I would have stayed on the medication. But, I'd prefer to just be eating healthy, you know, and deal with it that way instead of taking medication and then giving myself an excuse to eat really unhealthy, even though it still affected me. But yeah, it's just looking back, it's just kind of frustrating. I wish I had known better earlier. But thanks to YouTube and the internet, I was able to do research and figure out what diet really worked well for me, and to really change my eating habits. And I think, because I gradually changed my diet over time, right? And I gradually built up that discipline. It's strange. Like, people don't really understand it that well, I'll say. Like, it's kind of hard to comprehend, right? Coming from someone who just kind of can eat whatever they want, which is nice. I wish I could do that. Yeah. But, and also, like, the fact that I really shouldn't be eating out very much, is also another tough part. People expect you to be able to eat out. And even when I try to eat out and I try to find something healthy, it's still not perfect for me. There's still things in there that I wish I wasn't eating, and yeah, it can be tough. But the safest thing is just cooking your own food, and so you know exactly what you're putting in it, what you're cooking it with, that way you can just avoid all the unhealthy stuff. And I think that's really the way to do it. At the end of the day, it's really the way to beat your disease, or at least for me, my autoimmune Crohn's disease. And also, before, I was severely lacking vitamin D. They never really told me to take, well, they never really even advised taking it in the first place, but which is ridiculous because it made a huge difference once I started upping my vitamin D dosage. Currently, I try to take around 20,000 international units every day. And honestly, it really helped me a lot, in terms of my immune system not reacting as much. Like, my immune response has gotten a lot better. I felt a lot better in general. I don't really get sick now, very little if I do. Yeah, no, it's great. Also because my immune system is actually working properly and cooperating with my body now, instead of, you know, being distracted by all the bad food I'm eating, and toxic stuff I'm putting in my body. Yeah. So yeah, it's made a huge difference. And it really, the diet and supplements at the end of the day are really, like, I think one of the most contributing factors in terms of how you're going to feel, in terms of helping with any autoimmune issues you have. Because also it fixed up a lot of skin issues I had too. Because once I got off the meds and I was still eating unhealthy, I had skin problems, and I still have a bit here and there, especially when I eat out. But it's really not nearly as bad as it used to be. And if I was really really strict, I'm sure it would clear up all the way. But yeah, it can be kind of hard, completely avoiding eating out. I still eat out maybe like once a week right now. Yeah. All right. Well, anyways, I'm gonna end the video there. This is my first of my vlogs, and I think this is pretty exciting. And I'm excited to take this page in a new direction and to keep fresh content for you guys. All right. Thanks for watching.